Welcome to Retro Dailies, the car show that says you could and should use a retro car every single day. I'm Liam Carter, and this is Ash with his E36. Cue the vape.
Shut up and sit down.
So, I'm here with Ash. Ash, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ash. So, this E36, tell us a little bit more about it.
It's a 323, so it's a 2.5 straight six for 170 brake and 254 foot-pound from new. Whether it's still got that is anyone's guess.
Someone did their research.
Yeah. Well, when you're buying something, you need to look, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I bought it originally as a bit of an investment. Been watching the market, and you know, obviously they're big in drifting, and they're all getting put into the walls. The more people put them into walls, the more this is worth. Which
Exactly.
is the way I see it.
It's an investment, and it's a very clean investment as well.
Yes, because I said this to you. It's got arches, it's got wings, and it's got jacking points.
Well,
and
that's it.
Finding one like that is.
Yep.
Mist popped up and it was on coilovers and it had a welded diff in it, and the guy had set it up for drifting. I was a bit and ahhing about it a little because it had a welded diff in it. But I went to view it, and the moment I walked up his drive, I just knew it was the one. And especially when I started looking around it and just seeing how clean it was.
It is super clean. How long have you had it?
I've had it since November. Since then it's managed to hold 4 weeks on the road.
Yep.
Nothing but problems. But I think it's kind of expected from something it's on 157,000, so it's not exactly done no mileage. It's seen some things and been around a little.
If you are buying an E36, these bits of metal are very thin and they tend to crack.
What, like mine's doing there?
Like yours is doing right there, like mine did as well. I had to get a whole new boot lid. But if you get a thin piece of metal put across there, drill 2 holes in for those, it'll
Strengthen it up nicely.
And it'll be right.
Yeah. These, they love to sag.
Yep.
And they never sit right, but found out mine's actually not that bad, thanks to Liam.
Yeah, yours is alright.
To separate that. I mean, it's just starting, so it's another one of them. Same as the problem with the boot lid. I can catch it before it gets too bad.
Yeah.
What wheels is it on?
They're Lenzo BSXs. They're not splits. They're fake splits, but they're not fake wheels. A lot of people get confused about them being fake wheels, but they're not. They are made by a company called Lenzo. Okay, yeah, they look like BBSs.
They look
They're nice.
I just want to say that you notoriously have the only E36 that's unreliable.
Yeah. So far, hence why it's only been on the road for 4 weeks out of the several months that I've owned it. Last weekend I was 240 miles into a 300-mile trip, and the water pump went like that. And what it had done, the bearings had collapsed really quickly, and it was pushing the coolant straight through the bearings and then hitting the viscous fan. So it looked a lot worse than it was, because obviously the viscous fan had just picked up all the coolant and thrown it everywhere. This fog light don't work.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's full of water. I think that was a fish, but it looks dead. There you go.
Oh yeah. you got to change that soon. You got to change your
Well, I can't be a BMW
you gotta
driver
change your
and not drive around with my fog lights and side lights on, can I?
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
But you've got to change your fluid soon.
Yeah. Oh,
Make sure you change
definitely.
your fluid.
Just tell us a bit about your Facebook group, Retrospect.
Me and my best friend, you know, he's been Novas through and through, so he loves his retro stuff. I love my retro stuff, and we thought, let's start up a retro page.
Yeah.
And we were sat there thinking a retro name, and just Retrospect just ticked that box.
It does. It's probably the best retro page name I've ever heard of.
And it's one of them because obviously Retrospect is an actual word, and it is to look back. To look back. But to me as well, it also stands for retro respect.
Yeah.
That's the way I think of it.
Well, I suppose it's ret.
Yeah.
Like retrospect.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're respecting.
Yeah, you're respecting a retro.
Yeah.
You've got to respect a retro because.
Isn't that where the word retro came from originally, though?
I don't know, to be honest.
Well, that's why people say retro, because they're looking at in retrospect.
Yeah.
So you basically
I've
just
never actually thought of that.
Does this go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lever.
I should know this.
Yes, you should.
One of the best seating positions ever is an E36.
Yes.
It's so quiet.
It is until you boot it.
So I'll tell you what, she's got.
She's not slack.
The thing about retro cars on this channel is I like the cut-off point to be 2000, and we've seen a lot of cars that are very much older than that. This
Seen a lot of 80s, haven't there?
Seen a lot of 80s,
Yeah.
a couple of 70s, and this is the other end of the spectrum. So the thing is with these is that they're going to drive a bit more modern. So I mean, what kind of, how does it, what do you have to do to drive this?
It's easy to drive when it's standard, but obviously I've put a short shift in just because they're really sloppy as standard. But it's kind of gone to the other end of the spectrum where it's really short now. So to get first and second and reverse especially is very interesting. Sometimes I actually have to just force it in as hard as I can into first, or go second to first. Other than that, you know, that's my own doing. Everything else about it is quite nice. Obviously it's low, so potholes you have to avoid, especially with the dish as well.
Yeah.
Avoid them like the plague. Speed bumps, you know, half the time you've got to go over them sideways just to make sure you don't catch.
Yeah.
I say, with it being 90s, it's fairly still modern.
Yeah.
It's not like you've got to worry about your choke and everything, is it?
Well, exactly. You've got electronic fuel injection.
Yeah.
You've got power steering.
Aircon.
You've got aircon. I never had aircon in mine.
And I've got the full trip computer. And check that for a 6-cylinder. And I'm not driving it like, I don't always drive it like a fairy. I do give it some every now and then.
37 mpg. Why do you want to go? Why retro? Obviously, you own the Facebook page. You semi own the Facebook page. You drive a retro car every day. Why not a modern car?
I think there's only one manufacturer right now that's making a car that looks any good. Funnily enough, it's BMW, but everything looks the same. Everything's just boring. They're so easy to drive. There's no quirks to them. You don't get the excitement out of them.
No. You're becoming less and less part of it, aren't you?
Yeah, and the other thing is as well, I haven't yet been able to go into a petrol station and fill up in peace.
Really?
Really. Just, you always get people saying, wow, that's clean. I actually had it the other day, you're not going to be able to drift that with all that fuel in. You know, it's the attention as well. Who doesn't love a retro car? If anything, it's all about the nostalgia. You know, oh, my dad had one of them, I used to have one of them, and that, you know, especially with the older stuff like the 80s stuff, you get that a lot.
The first car I've been in on Retro Dailies that's got leather seats. Yes, I think so. And
I'm pretty sure it is.
they are also cushiony soft.
Yeah.
One thing we haven't pointed out as well as the purple headlights, we've also got purple footwells and purple boot.
Not liking the purple?
I do like the purple, actually. I do like the purple. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your future plans for this car?
I want, first of all, to get it to be reliable. I want to love it. I like it, and I like it a lot, but I want to love it, and I want it to be my everything. But if that doesn't happen, I'll probably end up getting rid.
Really?
Yeah. It's not filled me with any confidence yet, and it needs to fill me with some confidence. But if I keep it, I want to put it on air ride. I want it to be low but still practical, and after seeing obviously Ted, my best mate, and his Nova on air ride, and the fact that he can get over speed bumps and he can get on my drive no worries, but he can sit and look good at the same time,
Yeah.
I think air is the way forward.
Is it expensive?
Yes.
Is it proper expensive?
You're probably looking a good few grand to do it properly, and that'd include building it all yourself rather than paying someone to do it.
Right.
But I am mechanically minded. I'm fully qualified as well, so
Yeah.
you know I have that behind me. I know my way around a few spanners, and I think you need to own a retro daily as well.
Not really. I haven't got a bloody clue what I'm talking about, so there's evidence against the contrary.
I bet. Sorry. I bet you can do a few things on your car.
I can put a seat in.
Exactly.
Thanks very much for your time, Ash.
No worries.
Appreciate it. It was a great trip out, and good luck around your E36.
I think I need luck.
You need luck? Yeah, we all need a bit of luck.
Yeah.
As always, like this video if you like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Is that what they should do?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Hey, it's worth
definitely.
that.
Alright then. Ta-da for now.